Welcome back, everyone, to the Arizona Diamondbacks franchise here on MLB The Show 19. As today we are at the All-Star break, and our Diamondbacks are 2 wins away from matching last year's total, which is kind of funny. First things first, we got a trade. Kirby Yates headed from the Padres to the Braves. MLB The Show thinks this is a big trade. However, Carlos Correa got traded to the Mets, and they didn't show me that. So, as you can see, the AL gets the win. Unfortunately, Trevor Bauer gets the W. Max Scherzer gets the L. But we have to look at our All-Stars, and the Diamondbacks ended up getting 3. First one being our ace, Robbie Ray, who's had an incredible season. He's a free agent at the end of the year, and he's playing like he wants a new contract. Archie Bradley is an All-Star. And then our third one would be David Peralta. As you can see, no Mike Moustakas, which is crazy. Mike Moustakas has been incredible for us this year. Moose was actually third in voting, however, it went to Brian Anderson because the Marlins needed a representative. But the Marlins don't deserve one. They're literally 20-70. Yeah, they're that bad. And they also have Neil Walker, who's hitting like 330. I don't know why he didn't go in as a second baseman, which is a little bit ridiculous. I think Moustakas is having a much better season than David Peralta. Not that Peralta didn't deserve it. Peralta's playing well, but Moustakas has been by far a best hitter. So that's sort of weird. And then in the PCL versus IL All-Star game, PCL gets the win. And as you can see, Mickey Smythe actually with the save, which is pretty cool. He's someone who very well could be called up soon. So now the first game after the All-Star break, the Diamondbacks return home to Chase Field to take on the 45-43 Chicago Cubs. On the mound today for the D-backs will be Taijuan Walker, who's having an incredible year. 9-2 with a 2.76 ERA. Should he have been an All-Star? A little bit debatable. I think he should have made it. He's having an incredible season. But let's see how he can do today. Is Chris Bryant. He's going to get the corners painted on that one. Nice pitch from a former Seattle Mariner. On the mound today for the Cubs will be Chichi Gonzalez, 7-5 with a 3.68 ERA. He was a very highly touted prospect, and he hasn't quite lived up to that hype, as David Boat actually bobbles that one. He does get the out, however. That was Mike Moustakas up. Now second inning, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a bomb, and the Chicago Cubs will take an early 1-0 lead off of a home run from the reigning NL MVP Javier Baez, his 14th on the campaign, and the Cubbies are on the board. Baez is 14th of the year. He's having a little bit more of a quieter season than last year. Now bottom 2, Jake Lamb, more blind than Helen Keller. I don't know what he was swinging at. And then Baez actually bobbles that one. Wilmer Flores would be safe at first, so he does get the infield single. And then David Peralta up, and that ball has a nice lift on it, deep into right field, and it is gone as Peralta barely gets that one over the fence, his 20th on the season. He is also a free agent at the end of the year, so 2 of the Diamondbacks' 3 All-Stars are free agents, which is pretty crazy, as that error from Baez, even though it wasn't counted as an error, costed Chicago a run, making it 2-1 Arizona. And then Wellington Castillo would answer quickly, as you might as well call him Kim Jong-un, because he's launching nukes, tripling the Diamondbacks' lead, making it 4-1. Slow start to the season for Castillo, but he's been playing a lot better the past month or so. And then Taijuan Walker, the pitcher, we saw him hit a home run against the Padres a couple weeks ago, and that's not a homer, but it is a single. But Marcell Ozuna better double-check that one as he checks swing, third strike, ending the inning. Chichi Gonzalez is very relieved. Now top 3, Anthony Rizzo up, and Rizzo will take that one deep into the right field seats for a Cubs home run. The 4th home run of the game, and we're still in the top of the 3rd inning, which is kind of nuts, as Rizzo having a very solid year. Jake Lamb, however, would say, what you can do, I can do better, as in the bottom of the 3rd, Lamb would go deep into right center field, as Lamb is also a free agent, and he's having himself a nice year. His 20th home run of the campaign, and he has a very solid batting average in like the 260 range, I want to say. So now 4th inning, here's Javier Baez. That one has a shot into left, and it is not gone. However, that will drop for extra bases as Baez gets the double. However, Kyle Schwarber will do what Kyle Schwarber does best, and that's strike out. And then a very solid defensive play for Moustakas, which would end the inning, preventing a Cubs run, as Taijuan Walker 60 pitches up to that point. And then Wellington Castillo up, and an incredible play from the shortstop, Wilmer Flores, as Contreras would be called safe, but still, very nice effort from Flores. So now Jason Hayward up, and that might be the longest hit double I've ever seen in my life. Contreras would score from first, and the Cubs make it a one-run game just like that. And then Anthony Rizzo now in the 5th inning, he would beat the shift out for a base hit. Nice hustle from the left fielder to only make that a single. However, the shift definitely did not work, but it doesn't matter, as the Diamondbacks have more chemistry than a science project, turning a 4-6-3 double play as Moustakas to Flores to Pavin Smith, and then Chris Bryant would strike out. Nice pitch from Taijuan Walker. Now here's Marcell Ozuna, the former Cardinal, and he's going to bat flip that one into the left center field seats as the Diamondbacks double their lead, making it 4-6. Ozuna, his 22nd home run of the year. He had a very solid start and is cooling down a little bit, but he still had a nice year. Jake Lamb swinging at the high heat, as other than his home run, it was not a great day for Lamb. Now 6th inning for Schwarber, swinging at the low fastball. Excellent pitch from Taijuan Walker, his 7th K of the day. And then Pavin Smith up, and the Cubs return a 6-4-3 double play off of the bat from the rookie Pavin Smith. Baez to Boat to Rizzo. Now 7th inning, speaking of, I believe, Anthony Rizzo, his 2nd home run of the day, and this game is tied up at 6. Taijuan Walker still in the game at this point, believe it or not. 6 earned through 7 innings for Walker, as Castillo striking out, not too thrilled with it. And Marcell Ozuna would answer with another strikeout, as 8th inning now, much of the same. Javier Baez striking out from Andrew Miller, the killer, as Baez not too thrilled about that one. And then Schwarber with his 3rd K of the day, getting the hat trick of strikeouts. It was not a pleasurable game for him. And then Ian Happ gets struck out, so Miller gets the hat trick for the inning. 3 strikeouts for him. Now, bottom 8, you might as well call him a window shopper because he's just looking. And then Wilmer Flores, that ball is a nice carry deep into right field. It has a chance, however, it would only have warning track power as J.A. makes the catch, which would bring this game to the 9th inning now, as Andrew Miller still in the game, still doing his thing, as Jason Hayward would strike out. Now 2 outs in the 9th inning, tie game, but this one is over as Wellington Castillo with the walk-off magic, his 2nd home run of the day, and this one will win the game for the Diamondbacks. It looked like we were going to head into extra innings, but Castillo with the walk-off magic round the bases, kid, as the Diamondbacks get the win, improving to 59-33. Have yourself a day, Wellington, being greeted by his teammates at home plate, and the Diamondbacks win a thriller with a walk-off bomb from Castillo. He knew it was going as soon as it touched the bat. An absolute nuke from the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Take another look, as whoever got that ball is definitely lucky, as it's always fun to get a walk-off home run. Even watching it is just fun in itself, as the Diamondbacks get the win because of Castillo's heroics. 2 home runs on the day for Wellington, and the Diamondbacks would improve to 59-33. 1 week later, the Diamondbacks head out to Fenway Park to take on the Boston Red Sox, who are sitting at a 56-41 record on the season. Arizona now at 62-35 as the former Cy Young winner Rick Porcello on the mound, 8-5 with a 3.08 ERA. Very respectable season from Porcello, as the leadoff batter Nick Williams would strike out. Nice inside fastball from Porcello. And then Jake Lamb up. That one has a nice shot, however, a nice catch by the second baseman to end the inning. Now headed on to the bottom of the first, it will be the former Atlanta Brave, Touki Toussaint on the mound for the D-backs. 6-5 with a 4.66 ERA for Toussaint. As Andrew Benintendi, you might as well call him a window shopper because he's just looking, striking out on the high curveball. Now 2nd inning, Jake Lamb at the hot corner with an incredible play. However, Pavin Smith would bobble it, and the runner, I believe it's Mookie Betts, would be safe. And then Jackie Bradley up. That one has a fly deep into right center field, and it would be missed as the center fielder, I'm pretty sure David Peralta, unable to get it, as Jackie Bradley would get a double. Betts advancing to third. It's now 2 on scoring position, and that one is a high fly ball deep into left field. over the Green Monster it goes, and the Red Sox would take a 3-1 lead, or 3-0 lead, sorry, off a home run from Jed Jerko, his 4th of the campaign. And then that one would go off of the Green Monster, not quite over, but still a nice double for Boston as they are absolutely hitting Tukey Saint. That'd actually be a triple because Peralta had trouble fielding it. So they were able to get a triple, and then the batter after that would hit a fly ball into center field. The sacrifice would come home and score, and the Boston Red Sox would make it a 4-0 lead. Is definitely not a great start to this one for Toussaint and the Diamondbacks. Now 3rd inning, Nick Williams up, and the Red Sox have more chemistry than a science project, turning the 4-6-3 double play. And Wally, the green thing, I think his name is Wally, is definitely happy about that. Shake that booty, young man. Now bottom 3, nice strikeout off of, I believe, Andrew Benintendi, I want to say. Don't quote me on that one. Getting the first out of the inning. And then that one would barely bloop into right field, as that one definitely did not look like a base hit, but instead it's going to be a double for the Boston Sox, putting 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. Same situation as last inning, as Rafael Devers would draw the walk, loading the bases. The bases would be jacked for Jackie Bradley, who would strike out. Big K for Tukey Toussaint, and then Jed Jerko up, weak fly to second base. Moustakas makes the play. So the Red Sox lead the bases juiced in the 3rd inning, keeping this game 4-0. Now 4th inning, Jake Lamb showing off the Oppo Popo, as that one would go over the Monster for a Diamondback home run. They're now on the board, as that would be number 21 for Lamb. And the Diamondbacks would get back in this game a little bit, and then not too long later, the Moose, Mike Moustakas, would go deep into right field, not over the Monster, but still a home run nonetheless, counts as the same amount of points, right? And the Diamondbacks will make this game 4-2. Home run number 29 for Moustakas, easily leading the team. And then J.D. Martinez, the former Diamondback, who of course left the Diamondbacks in free agency a couple winters ago, he would strike out. Now 5th inning, it's the walk-off hero from a week ago, Wellington Castillo. He gets out one over the Green Monster, continuing his hot streak. Number 19 on the year for Castillo, as he's been incredible since the All-Star break. And then speaking of monster shots, he needs some Mook, as the Mook man, Mookie Betts, over the Green Monster it goes. That one was an absolute bomb, and the Red Sox would take a 5-3 lead. I don't know what kind of swing that was from Jed Jerko, more blind than Helen Keller. And then 6th inning now, Diamondbacks going to turn the 4-6-3 double play. Nice chemistry from the infield. As now into the 7th inning, Edwin Encarnacion takes a ball deep into left field over the Green Monster, as Encarnacion getting the start as the designated hitter today. He's played in this stadium many times as a longtime Toronto Blue Jay, and he's definitely hit it over the Monster before. 434 feet of glory for Eddie Encarnacion. The Diamondbacks will make it a 1-run game as Wilmer Flores swinging at the low sinker from Jake Diekman, and then Pavin Smith, not too thrilled about that call as the outside slider would get him. Now bottom 7, as that one will go into the right center field gap. He is shopping gap, as I like to say, and that will be an RBI double for the Sox, making it 6-4 as they double their lead. J.D. Martinez would score Benintendi, and now 2 on, no outs. That one is a deep drive into left field. Over the Monster it goes, and the Red Sox will make it a 9-4 lead, just like that. Rafael Devers with the home run, his 15th on the year. And this game looked close, and now not so much. Looking good for Boston. However, that'll be Diego Castillo striking out Jackie Bradley for the first out of the inning. And then Jed Jerko, much of the same as Jerko, would strike out on the high slider. Second K of the day for Castillo. Now 8th inning, Marcelo Zuna hits that one into dead center field. And it would still go over the Monster, as the Diamondbacks will make it a 3-run game. Scores now 6-9, 69, off of Mr. Steroids himself, Jenry Mejia, who of course got banned for life from baseball a few years ago. As you can see, he's obviously reinstated. hence why he was able to strike out Jake Lamb. So now entering the ninth inning, here comes Matt Barnes, not to be mistaken with the basketball player, on for the save. However, Wellington Castillo will start the inning off with a single as the Diamondbacks trying to get a rally. However, the next batter, David Peralta, will ground into a 4-6-3 double play, pretty much ending the Diamondbacks' chances of winning this game. There's still one hope left, however, and that would be Wilmer Flores, who would strike out the inside fastball. And the Red Sox would indeed get the win by a final score of 6-9 as the D-backs go down at Fenway. Lots of home runs in this game. Many shots went over the monster as Boston gets the win, showing off the dance moves in the outfield, Benintendi, Bradley, and Betts. And then a pretty big trade. Joey Gallo headed to the Cincinnati Reds, trading two talented prospects in Lucas Sims and Dylan Cozens. And that would bring us to the trade deadline, which will bring us to next episode. What will the Diamondbacks do? Here's a look at the situation. Arizona has that first wild card spot in lockdown. Dodgers have too big of a lead in the division. However, it looks like Arizona is set for that first wild card spot. However, expect the Diamondbacks to make some moves.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Loving plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation.
Yo, hey, man!